Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Satsang Ji. I feel honored to talk about the book Turban, the Sardari emblem, which has truly inspired me and made me question my own identity in so many ways. My turban is not just a beautiful way of covering the long unshorn hair, and my turban has a meaning. It has a symbol of pride and dignity, the virtues and values that our gurus have taught us. It carries a social, moral, and spiritual significance. Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave this beautiful crown of turban on the head of Khalsa, infusing them with spiritual strength and reinforcing the idea that all Sikhs are noble and equal in the eyes of Vaheguru. Being a Sikh itself is unique in all aspects, but when a turban Sikh crowns himself with the supreme gift of Guru, he stands out among millions because his very existence relates to his turban. So, when I wear a turban, it is my way to honor my commitment to my Guru's command. The turban serves as a reminder of the great sacrifices and martyrs of Sikh history, where Sikhs have faced so many sufferings and challenges to uphold their honor so we can practice our faith without fear. During many wars, turban Sikh soldiers refused to take off turbans to wear helmets for safety. Guru Gobind Singh Ji sacrificed his entire family to save the honor and recognition of Sikhs. Dharam hai saka jan kiya, sees diya par siddhar na diya. The stories of these lion-hearted men and women who never surrendered their faith but sacrificed their heads for its sake gave us a legacy that infuses the turban with a very deep meaning. Sadly, today the very form of Sikhs carrying the turban has gone off track, especially the Sikh youth abandoning the turban. Yes, it's tough living in a foreign culture, often due to mistaken identity. We face negativity towards the Sikh community, even more so for Sikh children like myself, who face challenges in school where they stand out because of their different appearance. As a kid, it can be hard to take pride in something that so strongly contrasts with the foreign culture that surrounds you. That's why some young Sikhs compromise their identity to blend in with everyone else. So, if we want to urge our fellow Sikhs to honor their turban as a part of their daily living, we must educate and groom them about the Sikh heritage, principles of faith, and inspire them to a Sikh way of living. We can strengthen our foundation only if we stay true to our roots. Just like we must obey the rules of school and can't change them, similarly, we must obey the command of our Guru and embrace the turban. We have no right to alter the form of Khalsa as per our own convenience. Let's be proud of our faith and heritage and not hide what defines us as Sikhs, our turban. While the turban worn by both men and women in Sikhism represents our commitment to the Guru, it's also worn by some non-Sikhs, sometimes as a fashion statement. This brings me to my second question, whether it's okay for non-Sikhs to wear a turban, why or why not? Well, I say, why not? There's no such restriction that only Sikhs can wear turbans. In ancient times and other cultures, turban was worn by royalties only. But our Gurus have taught us not to discriminate and recognize the human race as one. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, Manas ki jaat sabe eke pehchan ho. In the past, Sikhs have organized turban camps in the US and Europe where they have tied turbans to non-Sikhs to raise awareness about Sikhism. Such events give us an opportunity to spread our faith and educate people about the spiritual and moral importance of a turban for a Sikh. And at the same time, explain that a turban should always be treated with the highest respect no matter who wears it. I feel extremely proud when I hear that non-Sikhs like Nick Cannon who wears a turban out of respect for Sikhism. He says that he feels a spiritual connection with the turban and feels like a king wearing his crown. Here's a person not even identifying as a Sikh saying the value in wearing a turban. Isn't that a matter of great pride for us? It sure is. If I could say one thing to those who want to learn about Sikhi or the turban, it is just to ask. Being a Sikh is all about learning and helping others learn. The concept of Vanchakna is the idea of sharing with our fellow humans. Not just food or services, but knowledge as well. There are many examples of turban Sikhs who proudly uphold their faith while serving professionally in a modern society. One prominent Sikh who I particularly admire as a role model is Ravi Singh, the founder of Khalsa Aid. He took the basic idea of Langar one step further. Through Khalsa Aid, he had reached out to people in regions that needed it the most, such as areas traumatized by war, by natural disasters, by helping people who became homeless and were without necessities such as food and water. To selflessly perform his duty is something I truly admire about Ravi Singh. He says that his inspiration comes from the Sikh gurus who taught us a message of love and preach well-being of all humanity. He is a great example of how a Sikh follows the teachings of Guru Nanak in the truest spirit and feel a responsibility to fight for the oppressed without having any issues on race or religion. He represents not only himself but the entire Sikh community. So, my fellow Sikhs, let us pray for our diversity to become our strength and help us conquer our insecurities so we can continue to honor and uphold the important Sikh values that define us. I would like to conclude my speech with a beautiful message where Guruji explains to us to recognize who we really are. Man tu jo swarup hai apna mool pachan. Oh my mind, you're in the embodiment of the divine light. Recognize your own origin. Sat Sangat ji, bol chak maaf karna. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.